Read the problem once again. The result of dividing a number of two digits by the number with the digits reversed is 5 by 6. Okay, so this part is clear. The second part, if the difference of
Me,
the
sir.
digits is 1, find the number. Okay, now
Excuse
what?
me, sir.
Yes,
Sir, sorry to disturb you, but I have a question.
go ahead.
Sir, in the project you have given the assignment, sir, we didn't got the answer of sum number 1 and 2.
Question number 1 answer is correct, is wrong. The answer should be 5 by 2. For question number 1, the answer is area of triangle is 5 by 2. Okay, all other answers are correct.
And sir, question number 3 will not be able to find the area of the triangle.
No, no, you can. There's something wrong. Whatever you have done, you do. I will check.
Okay, sir.
If you have, then I will maybe discuss someday with you the project work. Whatever you have done, you do it. Number 17. Coming back to number 17, I read again. The result of dividing a number of two digits by the number with the digits reversed is 5 by 6. First condition is very clear. Second condition, if the difference of the digits is 1, find a number. Difference means what? If I say difference between two numbers, say I say that the difference between 17 and 6, what does it mean? Can anyone tell me, if I say the difference between 17 and 6, what does it actually mean? Anyone?
That means that, sir,
Yes.
that means that one number will be greater than the other, and difference we have to subtract it.
Okay, if I ask you what is the difference between 17 and 6, what should be your answer?
13.
Why 13? Why only 13? Anyone
Because
else?
it is asking that
Fine, okay. Okay, you are 50% correct. Anyone else who would like to answer? If I say the difference between, what is the difference between 17 and 6? No one.
So what?
What is the difference between 17 and 6? What should be the answer?
Mm.
Sir, 11.
11, sir.
That's 50% correct. That's not
Hmm?
entirely correct.
17 minus 6 is 11.
Huh?
17 minus
17
11.
Okay, 17 minus 6 is one answer. This is
Sir, I
one
said
answer.
11. Yes, sir.
There will also be
Yes.
another answer. The answer will be 6 minus 17.
Oh,
So
huh,
minus 11.
yes, yes.
So
Minus 11, huh?
when I say the difference between two numbers, so when I say difference between x and y, I mean either x minus y or y minus x. It can be any. Okay. So with this
Okay,
concept,
sir.
we shall start. If you see the next statement, the next statement is confusing. That is, if the difference between the digits is 1. Now you don't know which digit is greater. Okay. But there is a way to find out which digit is greater. Okay. That is given in your first sentence. I start by saying, let the tens digit and the units digit of the two digit number be x and y respectively. Therefore, what is the original number? Obviously, in generalized representation, must be equal to 10 into x plus y into 1, because because x is the tens digit and y is the units digit. So 10 into x plus y into 1, the generalized representation. Okay, this is the original number. Okay, what is the number with digits reversed?
10y plus x.
Is equal to 10 into y plus x into 1, which is 10y plus x. Fine. Now look at the first statement. It says that as a result of dividing a number of two digits by the number with the digits reversed is 5 by 6. So According to a problem, original number divided by number with
Reversed.
digits reversed must be equal to 5 by 6. This will give our first equation.
Sir, here we will have to do cross multiplication, I think.
Yes, 10x plus y divided by 10y plus x must be equal to 5 by 6. So now you cross multiply, get 6 times 10x plus y is equal to 5 times 10y plus x. Now note this. Let us call this 1. We'll come back to this. Okay, we'll come back to this condition for the second sentence. So 60x plus 6y is equal to 50y plus 5x. You take everything on this side. Okay, so you get 0 is equal to 5x minus 60x plus 50y minus 6y. You get 0 is equal to, or you could have taken to the other side also. Fine, anyway, we'll do minus 55x plus 54y.
Forty.
That's 44 plus 44y. Okay, so that means 55x must be equal to 44y. Now you can take 11 as a factor common from both sides. 11 into 5x is equal to 11 into 4y. So 11 and 11 cancel, you get 5x is equal to 4y. Okay, or you can also write this as 5x minus 4y is equal to 0. Okay, let us call this equation number 2. In fact, this should be 1, but since we have labeled this as 1, we are calling this as 2. Because why did we label this as 1? Because we will come back to this for the second equation. Now comes the question. Now the second, look at the second statement. Difference of the digits is 1. But as I told you, when you are talking about difference and the difference is positive, that means you are subtracting a greater number. You are subtracting a lesser number from a greater number, isn't it? If I say that the difference between, just erase this. If I say that the difference between 5 and 4 is 1, what do I mean? I mean 5 minus 4 is equal to 1, right? If I say the difference between 5 and 4 is minus 1, I mean 4 minus 5 is equal to minus 1, isn't it? So if the difference is positive, I must know that which number is greater. Out here 5 is greater, so I'm subtracting the lesser number from the greater number. Okay, if the difference is negative, then I know that I am subtracting a greater number from a lesser number. So out here the difference of the digits is given to be 1. That means what am I doing? I'm subtracting a lesser from a greater or greater from a lesser. Which one?
Lesser from the greater.
Yes, lesser from the greater. But do I know I have taken the digits as x and y? But do I know whether x is greater than y or y is greater than x? So which should I take? X minus y or y minus x? I don't know. So definitely I need to find
Yes.
out first which one is greater. So this equation will help us finding which one is greater. Now see, if you have a number from 1, 10x plus y by 10y plus x is a fraction that is 5 by 6. That means for this fraction, 5 is lesser, 6 is greater. That means similarly for this fraction also, this should be lesser and this should be greater. Do you agree or not?
Yes, sir.
If this
Yes,
equation is
sir.
correct, it is equal to 5 by 6. 5 is the lesser number, 6 is the greater number, and both the fractions are equal. That means this must be the lesser one, lesser number, and this must be the greater number. You agree
Yes,
with
sir.
this? So that means from here we derive. So what we say is we have 10x plus y is less than 10y plus x. Right? Now from your class 8 knowledge of inequalities, you have 10x, you take x on the other side, or you in order to remove x from here, you subtract x from here. You can take it this way. Okay, so subtracting x from both sides. So what do we get here? 9x plus y is less than 10y. Now in order to remove y, we subtract y from both sides. 9x plus y minus y is less than 10y minus y. They get 9x is less than 9y. That means x must be less than, dividing both sides by 9. Let's take 9x divided by 9 less than 9y divided by 9. That means
It will
x
be
must
1.
be less than y. Because we are dividing by a positive number, 9, that is why the sign of the inequality did not change. So we're getting x is less than y, right? That means if x is less than y, which one should I take? Y minus x or x minus y?
Sir, y minus x.
Y minus x I should take, right? That means, therefore, difference, if x is less than y, that means y is greater than x. That means I can write y minus x must be equal to 1, according to the problem. And this will form our equation number 3. See, now we have got two equations. We have got this as our equation, and we have got this as our equation. So we'll solve these two equations. So which method should I use? Let us use elimination method, or you can use substitution method also, no problem. Okay. Let us use elimination method. Let us write one equation on top of the other. So we have we have 5x minus 4y is equal to 0. And you also have y minus x is equal to 1. This is the equation number 2, and this is our equation number 3. Okay. So by elimination method, let us eliminate x first, or let's write this as minus x plus y, because x I am writing first. Let's write this minus x plus y is equal to 1. So in order to eliminate x, what do I need to do? I need to multiply this by 5. So I get 5x minus 4y is equal to 0, and I get minus 5x plus 5y is equal to 5. Now what should I do? See that plus 5x and minus 5x, they are of opposite signs. Therefore, I must add in order to get 5x cancelled. So adding, this gets cancelled. You get 5y minus 4y, which is only y, is equal to 5. So you're getting y is equal to 5. So that means now you put y is equal to 5 in equation number 3, you get the value of x. Putting y equal to 5 in 3, we get minus x plus 5 is equal to 1. That means you get minus x is equal to 1 minus 5. That means minus x is equal to minus 4. That means x must be equal to 4. You're getting x is equal to 5 and 4, and y is equal to 5. Therefore, hence what is the original number? X was what? The units digit or tens digit? X was the tens digit. So therefore, the number is 4 in the tens place and 5 in the units place. So the number is 45. Okay. So this was the main part, where to judge which number is greater and which number is lesser. Okay, this is your main trick here. Okay, most of you will take x minus y or y minus x arbitrarily, anything that you want, but actually it should be y minus x. Fine. Any questions here in this problem?
No, sir.
Let us look at the next question then, number 21. Number 21. If you read the problem, it states a person invested some money at 12% simple interest and some other amount at 10% simple interest. So one investment was at 12% simple interest and the other investment was at 10% simple interest. He received yearly interest of 1300. That means the total interest that he received from both his investments is 1300 rupees. If he interchange the amounts, that is he was investing in 12%, the amount that he was investing in 12%, same amount now if he had invested in 10%, and the amount that he was investing in 10%, now he invests in 12%, he would have received rupees 40 more as yearly interest. That means whatever interest, total interest that he was getting 1300. Now he is getting 40 rupees extra from that. Okay. How much did he invest at different rates? How much, what was his investment in 12% simple interest investment and 10% simple interest investment? What were his investments? So I start by saying, let the amount invested initially let the amount invested initially at 12% simple interest be x and 10% simple interest be y. So initially let us assume that he invests rupees x at 12% SI and rupees y at 10% SI. So what is the total interest? Total SI. What is the first SI on 12% from this investment? How much is he getting? And obviously it is for 1 year. So P, this is your PX into R, rate is 12, into T. T is for 1 year divided by 100 plus the interest on this. P, this time the principal is Y, into R, rate is 10, and he is investing for 1 year. This is the total interest. So this should be 12x by 100 plus 10y by 100. Okay, so this should be, if you cancel, 43, 425, and here 10 will cancel. So actually getting 3x by 25 plus y by 10. Take the LCM. LCM is 50. So this is 6x plus 5y. This is the total simple interest. And what is the total simple interest given according to a problem? In this investment, he is getting an interest, total interest of 1300. So that means according to this problem, 6x plus 5y, 550 must be equal to 1300. That means you are getting 6x plus 5y must be equal to 1300 into 50. 6x plus 5y must be equal to 13 into 5 is 65,000. Call this equation number 1. You've got the first equation. Now we shall use the second condition to get the next equation. he received yearly interest. If he interchange the amounts, what do you mean by interchange the amounts? That is, now at 12%, suppose he is investing Y rupees, and at 10% he is investing X rupees. That is what is meant by interchange of amounts. Okay. So what happens? Amount invested. Uh, Finally, or not finally, let's say in the second case, he invests Y at 12% SI. Initially, he is investing X rupees at 12%. In the second case, he is invest Y at 12% and X at 10% SI. Okay, this is much he is investing. So in this case, when he is investing in this manner, he is getting how much more? He is getting 40 rupees more. So tell me, where should the interest be greater? Y at 12% or X at 10%? Where should the interest be greater? I don't know, because X, if the amount is greater, then even at lower rate, even at 10% rate, he may get a higher interest. So I don't know, but he's getting 40 rupees more. Okay, so what I'll do here is, that means initially he was getting 1300, now he's getting 40 rupees more. That means now he's getting 1340 as interest. Okay, so what is the total interest here? Total interest Y into 12 into 1 PRT by 100 plus X into 10 into 1. This is the interest on the second investment at 10%. So this is 12Y by 100 plus 10X by 100. Now you can cancel here again. So you're getting 3Y by 25 plus X by 10. Take the LCM here again. 50. So this is 6Y plus 5X. This is what you're getting as total interest. But what is his total interest here? He's getting 40 rupees more than what he was getting earlier. That means this time the interest that he is getting, 6Y plus 5X by 50, is 40 rupees more than what he was getting earlier. He was getting 1300 earlier, right? So this will give us our second equation. So you have 5X plus 6Y by 50 is equal to 1340. That means 5X plus 6Y must be equal to 1340 into 50. Okay, and 1340 into 50 plus
5700.
I think so. Into 67,000. Okay, so this is your second equation. We shall solve these two equations to get the amount that are being invested. Okay, so let us write the equation first. 6x plus 5y is equal to 65,000. 6x plus 5y is equal to 65,000. This is our equation number 1. And equation number 2 is 5x plus 6y is equal to 67,000. This is our equation number 2. Okay. Now if you see, the coefficients of these two are same, and the coefficients of these two are same. If you remember, I gave you a very easy technique of solving such equations. What you do is, you first add the two equations and then you subtract the two equations. So what you do is, add the two equations, adding. You get 11x plus 11y is equal to This is what you're getting. That means 11 times x plus y must be equal to, that means x plus y is divided by 11. Since x plus y is 11 1 and 11 2, 12,000. Let us call this equation number 3. Now what you do is you subtract the two equations to get another equation. So you get x minus y is equal to 65 minus 67 is minus 2000. Okay, so this is your fourth equation. Now we solve again 3 and 4. How do we solve? Again we add and subtract. So x plus y is equal to 12,000 and x minus y is equal to minus 2000. Adding, these two cancel, you get 2x is equal to
2x is
10,000.
equal to 10,000.
X must be equal to,
5,000.
that means rupees 5,000 is your investment initially at 12% rate. Now you subtract. Subtracting, this cancels off. So you get 2y is equal to 14,000.
7,000 this time.
That means y is equal to 14,000 divided by 2. You're getting y is equal to rupees 7,000. So at 10% initially, how much was he investing? 7%. So initially, you can write the answer also. So initially, he had invested rupees 5,000 at 12% SI and rupees 7,000 at 10% SI. Okay, that's it. I'll stop here for today.